Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Lutz, and I've been on here for a little while. This morning, I want to talk to you a little bit, if I can get my little kitties to get their tail out of the camera. I want to talk to you a little bit this morning about brokenness versus self-deprivation. It's amazing how the churches today are switching from a New Testament church, where people used to sell their goods or sell their homes or lands and whatever, and help the needy. And they're moving away from that. Now we're going into basically a self-deprivation mode, where if you wait 50 years, you might get something. You might get something you need, or better yet, this is going to build you up. It's going to make you stronger. Well, of course, going through tough times will make anybody stronger. Of course, that's true. But it negates their responsibility to help other people. And by doing that, they can say, oh, well, we'll pray for you. They won't help you meet a need, but they'll pray for you. And you know what? Get away from those people. If somebody a neighbor came to me or somebody came to me and I had the means and they said, well, John, I need a new lawnmower. Go out and buy them a new lawnmower. I need a quart of milk. Well, go to the grocery store and buy them some milk. Buy them some groceries, whatever. If you have the means. Buy them a tank of gas. Who knows? But you don't when you get to the point where you just tell people, oh, I'm sorry you're having such a bad time, I'll pray for you. That is religious garbage. And get away from that. If they're unwilling to try or to attempt to have some way or someone help you meet that need, if it's a need, not, I'd like a new yacht today. Would you please park my new BMW out in the driveway? Of course not. Nobody expects that. But please don't self-deprecate to these people. It's also a great way for the religious crew to string you out. Oh, well, if you'll just keep tithing and sending that $49.99 into our place, then you might have hope. Yes, you can purchase hope today on a finance plan, and you can make it either 5 or 7 years, or maybe we can even extend it past that. This is what they want. This is what they do. Come on. We've got people all around this country that are hurting. They can't pay the rent. They can't buy food. And yet the religious folk, we'll pray for you. Oh, well, that sure helps a lot. I mean, prayer is the number one, no, don't get me wrong, prayer is the number one go-to thing, true. But again, they're using that as a great excuse to relieve themselves of any culpability that they might have to help anybody else. But be sure to send in that $59.95 check every month, because, you're going to get blessed. What a crock of crap. Don't you buy it. Don't believe it. Don't buy into selling yourself short. Don't buy into this idea that you have to put yourself under the tutelage of somebody who's got a million little letters after their name, and so now you must abide by what they want you to do. Here's one for you. Why don't you go down 3 blocks and drive off the dock? How does that grab you? So don't buy into that one bit. This is what they want. They've got a perfect opportunity to produce some type of a lovey-dovey, be soft on yourself type of, we just want to focus on the positive. That's great. There's nothing wrong with being positive. But the problem is, when you focus just on that and ignore other people's needs, then that's really helping, right? Again, we've got a situation in most of the communities all over the country, again, where people can't eat, some people aren't working, some people made stands against some type of health gizmo, and they walked away from their jobs. God bless each and every one of them. And these are the people that are out there working their tails off, some working minimum wage jobs, which don't pay $14 or $15 an hour. They still can't make ends meet. You got people running like crazy going for credit lines, credit cards, mortgages, taking money out of their homes in order to pay bills. But that's okay. You ain't going to get no help from those religious folks. But remember, keep sending in that $59.95 every month, because they're here to help you. What a crock of crap. What a crock of crap. Yeah, no. Stay away from that. Just absolutely stay away from that. That is religion. It isn't faith. I'm not talking about pie in the sky, like I said, and people who want yachts, and people that just want you to pay off credit cards, and people that want you to pay off their loans, and all this other stuff, which does lead me to one point. And I want to make this really, really clear. Everybody that uses a credit card is not somebody that just misuses a credit card. There are tons of people that have credit cards in this country, and by whatever circumstance happened to them, by no fault of their own, they're either going to lose those cards, or they're having problems, or whatever. And those people are religious people. You've got to blame those people. You're not supposed to have a credit card. You can't do that, and we're never going to help you get back on your feet. We'll never do anything for you because you had a credit card. True, the borrower is a servant to the lender, and those people knew that. Most people know that when they do and go into those agreements. But they go into those agreements with a time where they could easily pay those off and easily make those payments and do this. And yet they're to fault and they're to blame. Yeah, there's plenty of people out there that just want to go ahead and ring it up, baby, and they don't care. But there are a lot of people out there that aren't like that, and they're going to be blamed by the religious folks saying, oh, well, we can't help you because you have credit cards. You tell those people, you go down 3 blocks and drive off the dock. You don't need anybody like that. As long as they can collect the money from you, they don't give a rip of what happens to you. They could care less. Their goal is to make money off of your back. And a lot of people are making money off people's backs. And we're losing the middle class. And this is what's happening. And you think you're going to sustain yourself in a world, in an environment where people are becoming more cold and more callous, and they don't give a rat's royale what happens to you. Come on, folks. Get with the program. Put your faith in Jesus Christ. Do the absolute best that you can do. Don't go to any religious church, any religious organization, and think that somehow, oh, well, I might get help here. Well, good luck on that. Because probably 8 or 9 times out of 10, you're going to get, we'll pray for you. You'll receive a generic letter, either in the mail or back by email, but don't think we're going to help you. Yeah, I like the one about the 3 bears. That's one of my favorites. But this is what they want. Now, on the other side of the coin, you're going to get the religious folks that says, oh, well, you have to earn everything. Every penny that you need to have in your life, you have to earn. Benevolence is earned. Nobody gives anybody anything. Again, religious crap. Again, it relieves the religious people or anybody else of any responsibility of helping any other person or people, because that way they'll feel better because they're so much better than you, and they're so spiritually mature, and you're just some doink that plays handball up against a curb. So don't buy into this crap. You need to be with people that actually believe that if you have a need, you bring the need to them, and if somebody there can help you, and they actually believe in a New Testament church, then they will help you. But this idea of, oh, well, your value as a person is only equal to what your savings ability is and what your bank account reads. And if you can't donate millions of dollars to our ministry, well, then you can go blank yourself. Well, I'm telling you, buckwheat, you go blank yourself. How do you like that for apples? This needs to end. We're going into a time where things are going to get progressively worse, not better. And people are going to become more cold and more callous, and it's not going to be pretty. And the people that are actually Christians and the people that actually profess real faith will be there to stand up and help other people. Not just the ones who they deem, oh, well, you're worthy. Nobody is worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of having a washing machine, which I'd love to get a washing machine. I'm not worthy of having a used car after an accident. Oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. And I realize that. And everybody out there that has anything between the ears realizes, no, I deserve help. No, you deserve nothing. So most of us with any type of sense already realize this. But evidently, we're coming to the point where this gives an easy out to all the big mega money churches and the big ministries are now, oh, we're so big and so wonderful. We can't give anybody any help. We can't even respond back as far as some don't even respond back as far as emails. But they don't give any type of encouragement at all. But yet you keep sending that money in because you're desperate for hope. You're buying your $59.95 is going to purchase you hope. You're hoping that you might get help from them, and it ain't going to happen. So, where does that leave you? It leaves you, me, everybody else out there with one thing: faith in Christ. Nothing else. No religious nonsense. No, oh God. I mean, you're going to head for this, again, a time like we've never seen, and everybody says, oh, it's going to be this great, wonderful re-happening, and revival is coming. It may, or it may not. Who knows? And but as far as the pre-trib, post-trib, mid-trib, whatever, well, if Christ returns tomorrow, sure, fine. If it's not for hundreds of years, fine. But there still needs to be a sense of urgency. There still needs to be a sense of compassion for our fellow man. What about all the farmers, all the rural communities, and all the people out there? You think they're walking around with little pony shirts on and going and eating lunch and having $200, $400, $700 dinners every night? I don't think so. Those people work for a living, and they work hard, and they deserve more than what they're getting. And come on, people. I want some feedback here. Send me some emails, shoot me some emails, leave some comments, and let me know that this is how you feel. Again, don't buy into any of this religious nonsense. You are definitely have value in the kingdom of God. They don't determine whether you have a relationship with God. They don't determine who you are. They don't determine what you do. You make yourself. They don't. And your value is in Him, not in who they say you are or what wonderful position you hold, or what part of the country that you live in. Your value is in Christ and Christ alone. And you need to know that. And I need to know that. And then everybody else needs to know that. And when we all realize that, and our focus is on Him and not on credit ratings and not on loan applications and not on credit cards and not on certain elegant pastors and people that have charisma, gravitas. So when you realize this, then you're going to move forward. Will this help your circumstances? Maybe, maybe not. But your circumstances don't determine who you are, and they don't determine your value. They do in somebody else's eyes. Oh, well, you don't have a BMW, you don't have a boat parked out in your driveway. Well, obviously, you're not worth a pile of you-know-what. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. But those people are about as shallow as a kiddie pool at Public Swim. So you don't need them anyway. So get with people that have a real faith in God, that have a New Testament church type of learning and focus, and give to other people. It might be your time, it could be money if you have it, it could be anything else that you can do for them. Do something to help somebody, and that will help take the focus off of what problems we have. But believe me when I say, keep your faith in Jesus Christ alone. Don't put your faith in these wacko pastors and churches that claim that one moment they're giving, so giving, and then they find people with actual need, and all of a sudden, oh, well, please don't come here and expect anything. Please don't ask us for anything. We've kind of moved on from being a giving facility into a taking facility. We'll be happy to ring up your credit card today. So bring a whole load of a couple of billfolds full of them, and we'll max those puppies out like you wouldn't believe. It's a goal to actually what it really comes down to is almost religious rape. And this is what is happening, and you don't need it, and I don't need it. Don't believe in the mellow yellow kingdom and happy slappy, everybody's happy 24 hours a day, toxic nonsense. That toxic nonsense was actually, years upon years ago, was a fad. I was reading that actually started out as toxic positivity. And now today we're incorporating it into everything. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Somebody died in your family? Oh, well, you better be happy slappy 24/7. Otherwise, you're toxic. And there you go. No, wrong, buddy. So don't go into any of this crap. If you're younger, stay focused on Christ. Again, New Testament church type of teachings. You don't need to put yourself under any tutelage of any one mega pastor that's dynamic, that's super wonderful, and he's going to determine who you are. No, none of that crap. Don't do it. And this is what I came on today to tell you. You guys, this is not the time to be seeking hope from any of these quacks. You need to put your faith in one person alone, and that's Jesus Christ. And then, and only then, are things going to probably turn around for you. It won't be necessarily the way you want it to be, but it'll be in His way, in His plan, and it'll be His plan for your life. Wow, I got that out. It's a great day to clean up the basement. I thought I'd come in down and record this. Please share the video out. Please respond with comments. Please like or dislike, and again share. and give it out to as many people as you can, and keep coming back to the channel. If you didn't subscribe, please subscribe. And I'm so grateful for everyone who has been watching, for all the time watching in the past when the channel first started, with the absolutely incredible human being that I'll never forget. And I'll leave you this morning again with that way he would always close, saying that keep your faith in Jesus Christ. And you can't say anything better than that. God bless all you guys.